Welcome to this comprehensive review session. We are the engineering staff from JCB EduBuild Solutions, an educational initiative founded by engineer James Bolo. Today, we are analyzing the core logic of the National Plumbing Code. The National Plumbing Code codifies the principles of fluid mechanics and structural engineering into a set of actionable field requirements. We will master these rules by dividing them into a precise taxonomy of three physical domains. First, system segregation. Second, prohibited geometries. And third, structural protection. Grouping the code into this tripartite taxonomy builds an engineering intuition for the physical reasoning behind the regulations, an essential skill for the Master Plumber Board exams. We begin with Domain 1, system segregation. The physical capacity of a sanitary system is engineered for a specific daily output of domestic waste. Strictly segregating rainwater from sanitary excreta prevents volumetric overload during heavy rainfall, which would otherwise force raw sewage back into the structure. Look at Section 306.2. Rainwater drains from roofs, inner courts, and light wells are required to discharge entirely outside the building or into a gutter. They cannot connect to the interior soil and waste pipe systems. This segregation also protects the public sewer. It is unlawful to deposit materials that do not break down hydraulically, such as ashes, cinders, and rags, or any flammable and poisonous liquids into the drainage system. For facilities producing specialized effluent, industrial pretreatment is mandatory. Any waste detrimental to the public sewer network or the biological processes of a treatment plant must be neutralized and disposed of according to the instructions of the administrative authority. System segregation ensures that municipal infrastructure remains functional by preventing chemical damage and hydraulic surge. Moving liquids and solids require continuous velocity. When joint geometry retards the flow, it creates friction and turbulence that leads to a buildup of solids. Because of this requirement, several specific fittings are strictly prohibited. You cannot use double hub fittings for lead-cocked joints in a vertical position. Single or double T branches are banned as drainage fittings, as are side inlet quarter bends. The code also outlaws running threads, bands, and saddles for standard drainage connections. Additionally, single drainage systems configured with unvented branch lines are banned. You can verify these geometric constraints in Section 311. The code provides exceptions. A double hub sanitary tapped T is permitted on vertical fixture connections. For hubless cast iron soil pipes, stainless steel bands equipped with neoprene gaskets are approved. To prevent geometric obstructions, the pipe interior must remain clear. All burred ends of cut pipes and tubings must be reamed to their full bore, and any chips left inside must be removed before jointing. Section 311.5 clarifies a specific detail often found on board exams. Enlarging a 76 mm closet vent or stub to a 102 mm diameter is legally permitted and is not classified as an obstruction. These geometric constraints exist solely to maintain the pneumatic pressure and the continuous solids carrying velocity of the network. The final domain is called structural protection. Plumbing systems require continuous gravity-fed slopes, which often requires routing pipes directly through or under load-bearing elements. This diagram shows the 45-degree rule for trenching. If a pipe trenches deeper than an adjacent footing, it must remain at least 45 degrees away from that footing to prevent undermining the building's foundation. Pipes passing through concrete or masonry walls require physical isolation. Embedded metal pipe sleeves are mandatory to allow for structural movement without transferring crushing forces directly to the plumbing line. Section 314 mandates chemical isolation. Pipes in corrosive materials require polyethylene sheathing. Voids in concrete floors must be sealed with bitumen. The code is absolute. No structural member shall be weakened or impaired by cutting, notching, or altering it for plumbing. Structural protection ensures that the building does not damage the pipes, and that the plumbing installation does not compromise the stability of the building. These three domains, segregation, geometry, and protection, converge to define the core standard of the code, the independent system. Section 312 requires that the drainage system of every new building must be separate and independent. Each structure must have its own connection to a public or private sewer. There is one exception. If a building stands in the rear of another on an interior lot and no other sewer line is available, the drain from the front building may be extended to serve the rear building. Because system integrity is vital, covering up defects is illegal. The code forbids concealing cracks or holes in materials using paint, wax, tar, or other repair agents. As you continue your board exam preparation, apply this tripartite taxonomy to every regulation you encounter. On behalf of engineer James Bolo and the team at JCB EduBuild Solutions, keep studying. A compliant plumbing system is the result of applying these engineering domains to every joint and every run in the network.